What this means is you're going to feel the brunt of these stats a lot more than you ever have. So if you're a lower DP character, you're going to struggle a lot more facing higher DP characters. And if you're a higher DP character, you're going to have a lot more ease defeating your opponents because the stats will be in your favor. It is no longer safe to get hit by super attacks because scaling no longer exists. The damage has gone through the roof in this most recent patch. So I have a side-by-side comparison where the new damage is on the left and the old damage is on the right. The new damage is 32,000 and the old one is 24,000. That is enough to one-shot a 3-bar character like Hercule. When playing singles at the start of the round, you and your opponent's health bars will be identical regardless of your DP or health stats. This doesn't negate all the other different stats like ki, attack, agility. Those will still play a role, so higher DP characters will still have the advantage, but when it comes to health, it'll be an even playing field. Personally, I don't play custom battles, so I assume this would allow you to add more diversity and variety to your stories. This is a very welcome change. Everybody has been demoted. You cannot just get to Z rank by exploiting mechanics at a previous patch and then squatting there. Every single season you'll have to grind your way all the way back to the top. If you can, that is. Skill count auto recovery rate has decreased. It now takes approximately 2.5 seconds longer to get 1 bar. You no longer will get your skill count boosted during Vanish Wars. That's all of the past right now. In the previous patch, you were able to get a skill count for every bar of health you lost. As you can see in Goten, every time he loses a bar of health, he gets a skill count, whereas that's now changed, and now in the new patch, you only get a skill count on your last bar of health, which is such a great buff because literally people were getting skill counts way too easily. And there we go, that's when Goten got his skill count. Defense will now be rewarded when you directly block your inputs and put your opponent in negative frames. You will actually get a boost to your skill count gauge. As you can see there, Goku's skill count is increasing every time he successfully blocks the low hits of Kid Buu. In the previous patch, you could fully charge a dash attack and send your opponent flying and then go about with follow-ups, lightning strike and all that stuff. In the most recent patch, that is now gone. And this is a very welcome change, because now you can fully charge your smash attack and still keep a close distance to your opponent, and you can also break out into your dash rising and dash blow, allowing you to apply pressure and keeping that combat close. As for the dash smash key blast hit stun change, I couldn't see a difference, but I assume you'll be in hit stun longer or shorter by a small margin. Finally, we can now defend ourselves against unblockable smash key blast. These are our sword slashes, destructive discs. We can now vanish them. With specific characters, the Sonic Sway attack would be blocked, but now that has been fixed, so now Sonic Sway attack will always connect when uncharged. This is a very great change to neutral. So initially when you're in the steppable zone where you could like step in, step out, sidestep, you literally had to pause, wait for the animation to finish before you could step out. Now in the new patch they made it cancelable, so your quick ascents, quick descents are cancelable to step in and step out when you're in the steppable zone, which is such a crazy benefit, especially for people who use standard controls. This is going to be such a great movement tech. I can see so much potential with this. Being able to mix your opponent, cross them up literally. This is going to be such a powerful tool. So powerful. Chase change has got an improvement. It is now smoother to do in between combos. It is not as smooth as I desire it to be, but it definitely has got its improvements. So the execution of it is much smoother and easier on the fingers to do.
Anything for an old friend.
If you love using Insta Sparking, please wear all black tomorrow because it's gonna be your funeral. Insta Sparking received one heavy nerf, and that is whenever you use it, you get a level 4 defensive debuff that lasts for 20 seconds. which is more than you are going to be in insta sparking, and I will show you a damage comparison right now quickly. With the debuff applied, there's a 10k additional damage you'll take from certain attacks. So whenever you use Instaspark, you better make sure you go for the kill. But there is a workaway around it. If you're in a TP battle, whenever you use Instaspark, just make sure you switch out to clear all debuff side effects. For all stat boosting skills, everybody received a massive buff, which is an additional 10 seconds on the house, which is almost double the amount of time. We love to hear it. Give the little guys a fighting chance, aka Raditz. After Miss Strike received a well-deserved nerf, and that is after a super counter it gets cancelled. Because people were using this thing brain dead. They turned their brains up and started mashing square for a good 15 seconds. Turles, the Forgotten Saiyan, got a buff. Every time he eats the fruit of the tree of might, he gets 2 bars of ki. Shout out Turles. Andrew 19 received a pretty great buff, and that is if they use super perception on a beam, they go into insta spark immediately. Definitely needed. And they can also bait you with ki blast. Like, so when they're about to go to maximum, you shoot ki blast, it fills the sparking meter, but caveat, they can never go into sparking mode with it. Well, get them close, but never over the line. Giants will not take damage.
I'll defeat you!
Even on guard points. And last but not least, Beast Gohan is now expensive. Literally, people would just put Beast Gohan on their team to just go beast mode.